Dr. Laura Ellis holds the BA, MA, and PhD in sociology from the University of Nebraska. We'll give you this one. Go Big. The recipient of the 2013 Who's Who Professor of the Year Award, Dr. Ellis is one of McPherson College's most beloved and most highly respected teachers. Her commitment to students is extraordinary. She creates and meets personally with study groups for classes and spends untold hours working individually with students. And hey, I'm sure there's got to be at least one of her students in the room that loves those cookies. There's somebody in the room, somebody here. Dr. Ellis' contribution to life and work of the college are many. Most significantly, Dr. Ellis served capably and professionally and amazingly as our provost and dean of the faculty from 2002 to 2009. For most of her years as a full-time instructor, she served either as chair of the Department of Behavioral Sciences or as chair of the Division of Social Sciences, often just swapping out from one year to the other. Her experiences made her an invaluable member of the Educational Policies Committee as well. She has a passion for her work as a member of the emergency response team, taking intense interest in the college's preparation for the kinds of incidents we hope never occur. She also continues to chair, and we're so thankful, who's willing to volunteer this evening, for the Institutional Review Board, which she co-founded many years ago. The IRB workload is heavy and has only increased with the launch a few years ago of our Master of Education program. One of Dr. Ellis' most lasting marks on the Department of Behavioral Sciences will be the revision of the program's research curriculum, which instituted additional coursework in research methods and scientific writing. As a result, numerous seniors have presented at the Midwest Sociological Society annual meeting. Supervisory undergraduate research is hard, and undergraduate research is hard. It's hard to teach these kids. And I'm always amazed. She invites me in every year to get the students pumped up, and I'm always amazed at the creativity she has in getting these undergraduate students to get the research project done. She's well known and famous for things like her data collection pizza nights. I can tell you firsthand that there are not many teachers who can develop students like Dr. Ellis. There's no question. Students leave here, and we were talking at our table, and one of our colleagues was telling that the SPSS story about another student said, I had never used that software before, and I got to use it at McPherson College, and I was more prepared than anyone in my graduate program. Laura, I am so sorry that our party for your 25th last year was postponed, but happy we're together tonight for your 25 plus one, and I want to say to you that everything good we're doing today at McPherson College and the promise of our future is just an extension of the excellent work you have started here all of these 26 years. And I'm proud to call you my colleague, and I'm happy that you get to spend your retirement with Mike. Enjoy. You deserve it. Thank you for coming. The professor who needs no introduction. Creativity, high energy, positive thinking, humor, and sensitivity characterize the teaching style of Dr. Herb Smith, who has long held the unofficial honor of being one of McPherson College's professors that every student wants to study under before graduating. Herb has gained this reputation not only because of his impressive command of his subject matter, but also because of the concrete examples and illustrations he provides on a daily basis. Herb's office is literally a museum stuffed with props he takes to class to illustrate lessons and hold students' attention. His pedagogical bag of tricks includes drama, pantomime, guided imagery, clowning, object lessons, and a ritual reenactment such as Christian catacomb worship, and Japanese tea ceremonies. And I remember when I was a student and I was the editor of The Spectator, I remember her bumped into me in class and said, "Hey, can you get me into the dark room?" What? The dark room? Yeah, I want to lead a session for my class in the dark room. I'm so sorry I didn't join. I bet it was amazing. Herb and Jean's home was an important extension of the classroom and the place of some of the most significant learning and transformation on campus. For all these reasons and more, Dr. Smith has twice been named a Who's Who Professor of the Year, as well as a recipient of the Tenured Faculty Teaching Award. Herb completed his bachelor's degree in Bible and philosophy at Elizabethtown College in 1965. He continues his education at Bethany Seminary, earning a MDiv in 1968, and concluded his formal studies by earning a PhD in philosophy of religion from Claremont University in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, before serving multiple pastorates in the Church of the Brethren congregations in Ohio and Pennsylvania. How did you have time to have 8 children? He started his tenure at McPherson, combining his teaching with the role of campus ministry. Soon thereafter, Herb's reputation began to grow as one of the college's most extraordinary scholars and teachers. As great as Dr. Smith's impact has been in the classroom, it's matched or even surpassed by the impact of the dozens of international travel courses and experiences he and Jean have led to destinations such as Egypt, Germany, Thailand, and Cambodia, China, and Ethiopia. Having lived and taught in Japan for a year and being regularly invited to teach courses in India, Herb has modeled and taught what it means to be a global citizen, taking students to the world and bringing the world to the college. There is no question from my experience that we've never had a more popular teacher on our campus. So you ask anyone in the advancement office, it's 50-50. When you go out on a visit, somebody's going to ask, "How's Herb?" How's Herb? Take a good look, everyone. This is what a legend looks like. Herb, thank you for 40 years. We're going to honor 40 more amazing years of service tonight. Bruce Clyne. This one's a little personal for me, so just bear with me. Bruce's nearly 40-year career at McPherson College has become one of our most esteemed and relied upon campus leaders. He's a 1977 graduate of McPherson College. He earned his master's degree in English from Wichita State University, a PhD in English from Kansas State University. Bruce's unofficial designation is as the college's editor-in-chief. They just keep coming back to that. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you like what I write, see, the gig's up. However, few people have worn as many hats at McPherson College as Bruce. He's worked in development, alumni affairs, the Spectator advisor, faculty chair, professor of English, and in 2014 he accepted the position of vice president for academic affairs. So under his leadership, the faculty have flourished. Flourished. You didn't get the spell. You can get that. From his sound advice to personal messages each faculty member receives at Christmas, he's encouraged quality and excellence in teaching at McPherson College. A longtime colleague, Kim Stanley, said of Bruce, "Good teachers sometimes don't make good administrators," but that's not true about Bruce. He's an excellent listener. He really seeks to understand other people's desires and ideas, and his own ego doesn't get in the way of his pursuit of whatever's best for students in the college. As a teacher and an administrator, Bruce works quietly, humbly, and creatively, thoughtfully to help all around him reach our goals as a community of scholars. These are uncommon qualities to find gathered in one person. A few years ago, we needed a new leader in academic affairs, and Bruce answered the call. Becky Bowman, who's known Bruce for 25 years, first as a professor, then as a colleague, said he is one of the most patient, kind, and supportive people she's ever met, and he attends to his role as VPAA with the utmost integrity. She adds, his leadership during the pandemic has been second to none, as he supported faculty and students during an impossible time, giving all to help make this part of history a little less awful for our campus. He has set an example for us that embodies compassion, dignity, and his legacy at this college will continue long after he steps out of the role. The last 2 years, Bruce, it seemed like 10. And by the way, the faculty kind of voted unanimously to do this, so I have to follow the process. The last 2 years, this felt like 10. Bruce has literally been my hero. But it would be unfair to end on this fact alone, so let me share something really personal about Dr. Clare. So it's well known that one of the proudest facts on my resume is that I was Bruce Clary's first advisee when he came onto the faculty at McPherson College. He got me excited about writing. He inspired a 22-year-old to tackle a difficult senior research topic on the Unabomber before we knew who Ted Kaczynski was. And I always thought that I would be an English teacher just like Bruce. However, like a really good teacher, he saw something in me that no one else saw, and he encouraged me to recognize my calling to lead. And although I will spare you the story, I'll especially spare Bruce the story. I'll just tell you this. No way am I here today without this amazing human being. Bruce, enjoy your victory lap and your time with your kids because you deserve it. 40 years, man. 40 years. Congratulations. So I had what I thought was maybe one of the best conversations with faculty at a faculty meeting here recently when we had a great discussion on community. So we're working on our next version of our strategic plan, and for now we just call it Community by Design 2.0. And there was a great question that only a faculty member could ask, like, you sure throw around the word community a lot. What do you mean by that? And so it's like, it's a great question. We should dive into that. And we did at the last faculty meeting, and it was amazing to me how thoughtful this campus is and how intentional you are about community, about the idea of connectedness, the idea of our ability to have common interests, but also to disagree about things that won't get in the way of the bigger place that we want to go. And so I'll just tell you that I am so proud of this campus and so proud of these people. And I know that the work that we have to do is really, really hard. And the last couple of years, you'll remember, it was 2 years ago that we were right here before everything changed. But here we are back together again. And so I'm so proud to work with you. I'm so proud to build this next community by design plan with you. And I thank all of you for your years and years of service to McPherson College. And I know it's hard, but the work that we do is important. It's so important, and we see it every day in the lives of our students. So it is one of the best days to be a Bulldog. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening.